Wonderful people out there, it's still that same show, The Mind of Business with DB Adebayo. And today we'll be engaging a lady called Omotunde Lawson, the proprietress of Christ Hill Schools, a lady of many parts. The other part we'll get to know. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this show with me. Join me on this journey. Thank you, thank you. Oh, she's actually right here. Good morning. She's on the phone. Okay, so let's just wait for her to finish her call. Oh, thank you. But I might just be okay standing, waiting for her. You know.
You want to spend it, all that, I mean, no.
Good morning.
Morning.
I believe you are doing good. Thanks for having me in your house.
Thank you. You're most welcome.
Okay, I hope I'm not the one that is waking you up.
Well, I think you're not.
Okay.
But the one that will make me to come down earlier than expected, you know?
Wow. So when do you usually come down every morning?
Let me say, like, I'm not a good sleeper. My thoughts wake me up. So
your thoughts wake you up?
Yes. Well, the thoughts I sleep with usually wake me up. When
I really want to understand that. Okay. Your thoughts wake you up. Viewers, it's going to be an interesting episode. I'm hearing this for the first time actually, and I think that is what I want to start with. She just told me right now that our thoughts wakes her up. So it means you sleep thinking about something? Okay, so just explain that to our viewers.
Yes, I mean, you cannot achieve much if you sleep and you just sleep deeply.
Wow.
You must dream something. And what I sleep with is what I dream about. And that is what wakes me up.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so since I'm waking you up earlier, we're still go back into this. We'll go back into this. I'm interested in digging deep into this.
Okay, all right.
But then, I don't know, are you going to the office today or are you working from home? Because we're spending today with you. So, and we need to have an idea of what that movement will be like.
Okay. The pleasure of spending the whole day with me is actually mine. So I'm ready.
So it is. So it is with me too. So it is with me too.
Well, today actually you're on midterm. I run a school.
I know. Christ Hill Schools. Yeah.
Yeah. The school is on midterm already.
Yeah.
So the midterm will afford me the opportunity of doing some kind of review.
Okay.
Because I don't usually stay there often. You know, I have other schedule apart from running the school.
I know you. You are a woman of many parts,
yes.
And we're going to touch as much as we can today, anyway.
So I need to go and see what happened in the past few weeks.
Okay.
What we need to do, the change we need to make.
Okay.
The subtraction.
Okay. Here and there.
So that's what I want to plan.
Okay. So that means you'll be going to the Rotary office today.
I'll also be there.
Okay. You'll be going to the school.
First.
The Rotary office. Don't worry, we're with you all day. So are you prepared to go out now? You still have to go prepare? I don't know.
Well,
so that we get...
I won't go out because like I said, I wasn't prepared for your coming.
Okay, so please feel free, go and prepare.
You'll give me some, let me say, I don't want to keep you waiting for too long. Can you spend 20 minutes?
That's okay, that's fine by me.
So before I do that, you want coffee?
I wouldn't mind, but I want it black.
Let me show you something.
Yeah, viewers, we're still with Omotunde Lawson today, and I just did myself that favor. This is my coffee, black. That's the way I like it. So I think I just want to see what the place looks like. And you can see she's like a lover of artworks. Yeah, I can see a couple of that, you know, and a nice place actually, a nice place, you know, Iyaniwura. This is something I'm seeing on the, you know, on the TV setting here, right, which speaks about her person, and you can see a lot of beautification items here too, and all of that speaks about the family. Yeah, the family picture. The family picture, a combination of family pictures here. All right. So we'll keep waiting for her. By the time she gets ready, then we'll get the day started. I see this as a promising episode, so just sit back and relax and enjoy this journey with me. Stay tuned. Oh, okay. So here she comes. You're done? Wow. Wow, you're looking different. Okay. You're looking totally different. Yeah, you're looking totally different.
Well, that's why they said that when somebody else wakes up in the morning,
Yeah.
what we see will be different from what we will see probably 2
Wow.
hours later.
Wow. Wow. I understand. That's why they will advise guys that if you want to get married, make sure you see your ladies in the morning first.
Exactly. Now you're sure that the person you want to marry
is the real person you really want to marry. Okay, so are we ready to move now? Okay. Viewers, journey with us today. It promises to be fun.
Yes. So what you? Okay. Yes, I'm going out with this. This is easier to manage.
All right, viewers, this is how we roll. It's still the show, The Mind of Business with DB Adebayo. And today we have Ayaba Omotunde Lawson. There are several of our nicknames that I've gotten to know. When it's time, we talk about all of those. She says something right there. Our thoughts waked her up. We're still going to go back to that. It's striking for me. The essence of this show is to enhance the learning opportunity of viewers. And I'm sure that if you are able to monitor yourself, are we moving now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if you're able to monitor yourself to the point of, you know, sleeping with your thoughts, like you said, you dream your thoughts, and that gets to wake you up, which means that once you wake up, it's like, you know, just springing out into action. So just in 1 or 2 minutes, just explain that in a way that our viewers can learn from that concept that you just made mention. I see it as a concept. So.
Thank you very much, Debo. You know what? For you to be able to actually achieve whatever you want to achieve, there must be a vision.
Yeah.
And there must be action plans.
That's right.
Towards arriving at the vision. And there must be kind of a timeline. Oh, when should I do this?
Given to the achievement of that.
When should I get there? What should I do in advance of where I want to reach? So it's like, well, God is the one that makes things happen.
Yes.
But I think I plan my time ahead. And when planning, let me say maybe a day before.
Okay.
I have a place to go tomorrow, for example. Before I sleep, I think about it.
Okay.
How will that thing go? How successful will it be? What do I need to do? So I sleep with that thought, and I can dream my way through that. By the time I wake up in the morning, it doesn't take a second to know where I left it. So that I can just pick it up. So I dream my thoughts and I put the thought into action as soon as I wake up. So I don't oversleep.
For how long have you been doing this?
For so long.
Wow.
For so long.
Wow.
Not because I have reached a particular place, because it depends on what you have dedicated your life to, what you want to be, the mark you want to make, what you want to be known for, what you want to, not achievement as per being a big woman or whatever, but at each stage, there must be a focus.
I see.
And if there's a focus, you must dream of how to
actualize it.
Yes. So it has been part of me right from when I know I started
Well,
working.
it's good to hear this. Part of what you're explaining is actually part of those things that our viewers out there are willing, to achieve. I mean, to learn via this program. And I believe we'll get so much more of that out from you before the end of this show today. Okay, so let us go back to the days of Ayaba as a young girl growing up, under the tutelage of the parents. So what are those things you feel you can pick that, oh, my parents taught me this, they taught me that, and these are the things helping me today, to be who I am today? What are those things that you can explain to our viewers?
Okay. Before I go on, let me quickly correct something.
Okay.
Because I think people have now added Ayaba to my name.
Oh.
But Ayaba is just like, in Rotary we have what we call call name.
Yes, call name.
Because that particular word is so sweet, so people have expunged my real name and have substituted with.
So they have replaced Omotunde Lawson.
Yes, Ayaba Lawson. And for Rotary, it's not going to be even good for me. But people won't know what they're talking about.
I get.
So I want us to be talking about
Omotunde Lawson. Noted. Noted.
Good. Thank you.
So go on. Go on.
I grew up in Ibadan. I was born into a family, a modest family, but educated anyway. Family, illustrious family in Ibadan. The Lashe become family of Kudesi, a very populous area in Ibadan. And incidentally, I started my primary education very close. Let me say that where we live, where I grew up, happened to be in a home that belonged to my grandfather.
Okay.
The entire compound is possessed by, as we speak, by what we call a Mele kingdom.
Okay.
That is the family name of the great grandfathers.
Okay.
So the entire compound is owned by them.
Okay.
And I know that land was even part of left. School.
Oh, so we are going to school.
Okay. Was given to the church. The church was built there.
Okay.
The school was built there.
Okay.
The secondary school I attended was built on that same land. It was owned by my great grandfather.
Okay.
So I grew up in a community amongst the families because we were different families within the same compound.
Okay.
And my father was a teacher.
Okay.
And if I don't know whether you've heard of that word, Sakoba.
Sakoba.
Sakoba means St. Andrew's College of Sakoba. St. Andrew's College Old Boys Association.
Oh, okay.
Because it was an alumnus of
St. Andrew's College. Okay.
And that was a school where people of integrity, they build you to be an integrous person. They build you to be a disciplined person. So you cannot live or grow up in a family of a Sakoba alumnus, and you won't have that spirit of discipline. My father was tough. He was absolutely tough and a man full of integrity. While so many of his own contemporaries,
yes,
where they were mercy money. I mean, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
My father had only one house. His was, let me use what I have to take care of others. I cannot recall how many people grew up in our own family, living with us, that he was training. So he was a teacher, then an headmaster, supervisor of schools, and
headmaster, supervisor of schools. So from what you're saying now, you picked discipline, being disciplined from him. Wow. Such a big
out of your midterm holiday.
Oh yes, the school is on midterm. Wow. Good morning, how are you? You've got a very big compound here. Wow.
That's the learning manager.
Oh, great.
I mean, for secondary school section, we have 3X.
Okay.
We stratify the job in a way that it make room for them to achieve on their different
assignments.
So our own is for administration. We have learning manager academics.
Okay.
And we have learning manager special duties. So that is why I could have time to do some other thing, but I have a 3 year for college.
You know to do structure around the business. That's what we talk about that. Because our viewers must learn from all of this. Because we're going to talk about how you use your time on board and outside of this. But you just gave a bit of insight now. Madam, you're welcome. So this just will be now midterm, so we can't do so much, but at least we can see
And you can't see our beautiful students.
Okay.
Yeah, before we move on,
Yeah.
our school is guided by these core values.
Okay.
We try to play our core values.
Around the name of the school itself.
That's exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Creativity.
And
Humility.
number 1, integrity
Inte-
in our core values.
That's great. Great. That's great. You know, I mentioned something there. I see structure. Going by what you said.
Staff in office, so it's just our own office.
Oh, okay. This is where you make things happen administratively. Wow. 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 Okay. Wonderful place you have here. Wonderful place you have here. So,
Go ahead, yes. So we go around. Go to the primary. What is it called? We have the primary section separate.
oh, wonderful.
That one has our own learning managers.
Okay. Okay.
This is our accounts office.
Okay. Okay. I understand everybody is on midterm break now, so.
That's the mini hall there.
Oh, okay. So you use the hall for events, or you give it out for outsiders to use? It's just for the school. Wow, wow, that's great. That's great. So which way?
And you go. We didn't know you were here now.
Okay, the Omnictomis lab. Wow,
She's also a teacher of home economics and so.
interesting.
Fresh food every day.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so adequate provisions for learning. That's great. That's great. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. This looks like a lab too. I can see it from here. It looks like a lab.
Smell it.
I can.
You can feel it.
Wow, wow. Well planned. Well planned. So, how many teachers do you have here? And well, you just gave me insight to the structural framework, but like how many teachers do you have in all?
We have for the college there, we have 20,
Okay,
20 or 21. So it's
okay,
like an average of a teacher to test with.
okay.
So this is my office.
Okay, great. So this is where you do the magic. This is
That's the planning.
this is where you do the planning, you do the magic.
To actualize the dream.
That's it. That's it.
Understand now?
That's
The
it.
action.
That's it. That's it.
The action room. Decision room, planning room, execution room,
Yeah.
execute the thoughts.
So like how many hours do you spend at work? Maybe you're working in the office, like how many hours averagely on a daily basis? Or maybe when you
I
come.
was not fully involved in this school. And we have from morning till 4-5. But that is not to be there. And it's not in the last 1 year. Because when
Other things start coming up.
things changed and I got more involved in Rotary, and Rotary has to do with a lot of planning. And I can tell you that since that time, I've stopped coming as often as I should.
Wow.
And that is
Wow.
why I have to adopt what I just told you.
The structure.
I have 3 managers in place. And my husband is there to now oversee what is happening.
Okay, so that takes me to another question. How has it been working with your husband?
We started working together for maybe 1997, 6 1967. And at the time, I can tell you that actually the job of the school was being done by him at that time. Because I was much involved in my own profession. And that's where integrity comes in again. People will have school, but instead of going to where they are fully employed, they prefer to go to where they will have private business. That I never indulged in. In fact, nobody knew, because at my own duty post, I was employed by the Lagos State government as a teacher, became principal of a school, and eventually
that was a journey of about 30-something years. Or how many years?
1982. I was employed in 1982.
1982.
Yes, in Lagos.
Because when I looked at a brief write-up about you, I think I saw something around spending close to 30 years teaching and all of that.
I retired in 2017, that is 35 years, because
So when did you start Christio?
1996. So when it was started, I was still working as a school principal. But my husband he retired from the bank.
Okay.
So we had the time.
Okay.
So we got the approval and everything. So I started monitoring and supervising the school since then until when I retired.
You now joined in.
You understand now? So, and so all while I was at work, I wouldn't even say that I was spending time out. Once I'm off work,
you are fully on
my
ground.
own job start.
I see. I see.
The course that I have, I strategize, I now plan and give them a framework. He's not an educator, so definitely.
He's more of an administrator, a manager kind of. Viewers, I believe you're hearing all of this. This is what our average day has been like, before taking other commitments, from outside, which is taking her out. And when she realized she was going to go into some of these things, she looked at building proper structure. We'll still talk about some of these other points. Meanwhile, for now, sit back, relax, we'll be right back.
So, I am on.
So, the journey continues, right?
Yes, the journey continues.
Yeah, it's what we have signed up for today, and it's going to be fun all through. It's going to be fun all through as we journey through the day. Viewers, we just finished seeing what the office looks like, working with her partially. Now she's stepping out. Don't forget, we're running through the day with her today. So just stay tuned, relax, and enjoy this episode. It's still DB Adebayo on Mind of Business. All right, viewers, we're right back here in the car, heading for the next destination. According to her, the next point of call today is the Rotary Center. Well, I have not said anything about that. She's actually the incoming district governor of Rotary District 9110, Ayaba Omotunde Lawson. She talked about Ayaba. It's not for me to just remove it. But I'll just make sure I mention Omotunde Lawson, so it will be a complete dose. So, you're welcome back, and our viewers are there, waiting to hear, waiting to continue with us from where we stopped. Now we're talking about lessons where your integrity was tested, people bringing brown envelope to just pass their awards that failed, during your days in school, and you were able to stand your ground. Were you not in need of funds then? Why didn't you just take the funds and say, okay, let me help these people? They see it as help anyway.
That's a beautiful question. Nobody doesn't have enough. You definitely need more money. But I want to also go back to one slogan that I learned as a youth, as a kid. I will say it in Yoruba.
Okay.
My friends always use that slogan for us.
Remember the child of whom you are.
Yes. It's as if we are any of my other siblings are, we operated the same way, we still operate the same way.
Wow.
That slogan resounds. Yes, I needed money, but I can tell you that I had got myself involved in so many things that if I say it now, you'll be amazed. When I was teaching, I would wake up at probably 12 a.m. Make snacks. I learned them. Sausage rolls, meat pie, this, that. I will take them to work so that I could sell them to my colleagues at work.
Wow,
as a teacher.
wow. So,
Even at that time, my mother was working in the bank. Not that you know, but I knew I wanted to do something
For yourself.
extra for myself. Let me learn something extra that I can use later on if I have to. And I was doing that. I learned how to sew.
Okay, wait. It's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. So the first part I picked, you had to learn baking.
Yes.
So you bake some stuffs you take to school to sell to your colleagues just to make some extra money.
Yes.
Wow. So you didn't look at it that, oh, you're a teacher, you're on salary, and your salary should be able to take you home. You felt you should just do whatever you can do with the time you have and make some money.
Yes.
So these were part of what helped you not to say, okay, we want to look the side of the brown envelope.
No, not at all.
Wow. And you had to learn to sew again.
Yes. So I learned to sew.
Do you have more than 24 hours a day?
Because as a teacher, I closed at 2 p.m.
Okay.
I will not use the rest of the evening doing.
Okay.
You know, from 2 to that's if somebody who I even still tell teachers now, if you're a teacher that gets home, you leave school and then you now get home, you think it is over. You are not yet a teacher. You don't even know what you're doing yet. If you don't have something extra to do beyond closing at 2 o'clock, then I don't think you want to compete favorably with others in life.
So the learning point I'm picking from this is you make judicious use of your time to provide for yourself.
Absolutely.
Despite the fact that your husband used to work in the bank then.
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, yes.
Interesting. Wow. Viewers, I hope you picking point from there. Teacher, baking, tailoring, and all of that. And all of this is just to remain who you are, who you want to be. So when they bring that brown envelope, knowing that it will make you what you want to become, so you find your way to say, hey, I'm not in for this. We'll be right back. Welcome back, my good viewers. Okay, so at some point along the line of your career journey, you led your professional, what do you call it now?
Professional body.
Your professional body. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, as a school principal, you can belong to a professional body that we refer to as All Nigerian Confederation of Principals of Secondary Schools.
Okay.
This is a national professional body, and I have served at different levels within the Lagos State chapter, and having served for some time, by 2003, I started to have to take some rest of ANCOPS.
Okay.
That's the acronym for the professional body, ANCOPS.
ANCOPS, okay.
But about 10 years later, then when I changed school and I found myself in Amotunde.
Okay.
I was asked to become the chairman of the Amotunde zone of ANCOPS.
Okay.
There are 20 zones.
Okay.
In Lagos State, 20 zones. So I was doing that. And within 2 years, the president of ANCOPS was to retire. And definitely somebody else must take over. And people now came over to try to tell me or motivate me to come and be
the president, the national president.
State now.
State, okay.
Lagos State chapter. Initially, I wasn't in for that. I didn't want to go back to serving ANCOPS again. I've done it for over 10 years. I've stopped it, but then at a point I discovered that there was no way I could run to. So the responsibility lied on me, and I became the president of ANCOPS in Lagos State. And it was indeed a position that was so demanding.
But you were still actively employed then.
Yes.
So how did you combine all of that?
That's good.
Because you told me about the baking part, you told me about the sewing part, now you are adding this. So how did you combine all of that?
At that time, I'd left those ones. I mean, at a point now, I mean, I was so comfortable enough that I didn't need to be doing all those.
Wow.
Whatever. I stopped. If I didn't do those ones for more than maybe 2 years, you know, so it was okay for me to
move on.
To move on. I mean, nothing that I didn't need that much extract for anything.
I see.
So, you know, when you're working, people are working with you.
Yeah, that's right.
If you do not train your subordinate to be like you, you have not done
anything.
So I
if you do not train your subordinates to be like you, you have not done. Don't mind me that I'm just picking that statement. People out there are listening, they are watching, and they have to pick all of this.
Yes, and if they cannot lead, they find themselves in such a position they cannot lead. That means you are a failure. You have not done anything. So I knew that, to the glory of God, I trained those who work with me.
So part of your own definition of leadership is training your subordinates to be able to be like you or do more than you.
Or do more than me.
Do more than you.
So in fact, my subordinates they speak my language. If I was not at work, they would lead the school as if I was in the sport.
Wow.
I can tell you that.
Wow.
So when I became president of ANCOPS, I could tell you that it got to a time when from Ministry of Education they came on, the permanent secretary came. He was just going on the visit. And they said, oh, this is president of ANCOPS school. Let's just go there and see what is happening. So that day, it was in school. It was very unusual because I had to go out for so many meetings with Minister of Education, even with the Deputy Governor, who was Commissioner for Education. So I was almost not in school every day. But the school was running that. You would think that school is a private school.
Wow.
Now that day when the permanent secretary entered the school, the secretary was there, brought out the
attendance register, visitors, whatever.
Now I was not saying no. I'm going to First Start Grammar School. I was saying, you're in First Start Grammar School. Is this not a private school? I said, no, this is. And when he got there, do you know where he met me? He met me downstairs with my students. We were removing dirt under the step.
Wow, under the staircase.
Under the staircase.
Interesting. Interesting.
We were removing together. It was when I said, you didn't tell me you were coming. Must I tell you I'm coming? You know? So, for you to know that, and the school was running, there was nothing we were asked to submit. In terms
you're not able to meet
my
up.
School being the first, because every day, whenever I go back home, every day I must ask them what happened.
So all of this happened when you were at the state level as a president. But you eventually became the national president.
No, I wasn't. I was
okay.
Only the Lagos State chapter.
And that tenure was for how long?
That was about 3 years.
Wow. Wow.
As at the same time, I was combining chairman of the same body, Southwest. Chairman ANCOPS Southwest, comprising 6 states.
I see. Well, the next phase of our discussions will be built around your involvement with Rotary. And fine, you've been able to lay the foundation, because I was going to ask questions about your energy level, your time management ability, being able to combine all of this, and also looking at the peculiar nature of Rotary as an organization. All right, but before we go into that, let us take this break right now. Viewers, I want to believe you're enjoying this show. Oh, you see the way I'm seated? Like I told you, it is not that usual boardroom show you're used to. Just enjoy yourself while we teach ourselves stuff. I'm also learning from her today. We'll be right back. Alright viewers, we're right back. We're still here. It's still that show, The Mind of Business with DB Adebayo, and today we have Omotunde Lawson on the show. And she's been doing justice to, having her on the show today. She's been talking to us, speaking her heart to us, taking her through her past, learning points, how she started learning from her parents, integrity, discipline, the temptation of brown envelope and all of that. We are right back now. So I want to take her up on something else. I know that she is the incoming district governor of District 9110, Rotary International, Nigeria. Okay, so for me, that is huge. And I won't even want to talk about that office. Starting out this course with you, I will want to ask about Rotary. What is your motivating factor? You've been on Rotary journey for how long?
15 years.
15 years.
Yes.
15. You've been a Rotarian
Yes.
for 15 years.
Yes.
Interesting. So, what made you to join Rotary, and what is your motivating factor remaining a Rotarian? Because I know Rotary can be demanding.
Yes, I got a Rotary in 2007.
Okay.
What motivated me? You are motivated by what you see, not what you hear.
You're motivated by what you see, not what you hear.
Not what you hear.
I'll need you to explain that.
Oh yes. I mean, people can tell you something. Can they prove it? But what you see is real. So I was motivated by what I saw was real. I was a school principal.
Okay.
At that time, Lagos State just divided school into junior and senior schools.
Okay.
So I was the principal of the senior school. And then the junior school was both of us were in the same compound.
Okay.
And oftentimes, the principal will invite me for a program in the school.
Okay.
What was the program about? Rotary coming to donate this. Rotary coming to do this for them in the school. Rotary coming to take the students out on educational programs. Rotary giving them a library. And I was part of. And I was wondering, you know, if you're in a place and you cannot change the place, why are you in that place? And I was wondering.
If you are in a place and you cannot change,
positively.
so positively, why are you there if you can't change it
Yes,
positively?
can't change it. So I said, this good thing happening to this school. Who are these people who are involved? And there was one I remember that there was a group study exchange team.
Okay.
They also came to that school from Netherlands.
Okay.
And during that visit,
Still on Rotary platform.
yes, they promised the school a library. And when they got to commission the library, I was invited again.
Wow.
I said, wow, this Rotary is something that is worth knowing more about.
Is what considering.
That's something that they're changing the face of a place.
Yes.
So, and I also want to also change the face of my own. Incidentally, what happened? I now discovered that a member of a teacher in that school is a Rotarian.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Precisely to Okosoya. And I asked her questions. How do you can you be part of this people?
What are the requirements?
Because I mean, this are human beings. Because I saw people black, not even white, only black and white doing something. I too can do something now. So she invited me to her club. So I was there. But that day was the day we were having that business meeting.
Okay.
And the club meets at night.
Okay.
That was not going to be suitable for me as a married woman. So she now said, okay, let's check out another one. The one that we now checked out, which I
Joined
now presently, I discovered that the chapter president is even my uncle-in-law. You
Interesting.
understand? So I found a family in that. As soon as I went there for fellowship, I found a family amongst the members
The
there.
members.
And what motivated me to stay was the fact that because I studied the club for about 7 months, for 6 months. I joined in September. I wanted to be sure that I was in the right place. That what I was thinking about that Rotary stands for is really what it stands for. That's why I said it's not just what you hear,
Is what you see.
it's what you see.
The reality.
The reality. And I saw the friendship. When I was inducted, I don't know how many people have certificate of induction that is glazed in their homes. My own was glazed for me. It was framed in glass for me. And it's right in my office, which is at the Rotary Center. I found friends in that club. And I was like, oh, this is a place.
You found friends.
Yes.
Initially, you were driven by the fact that they
were doing
better a place, they better a situation, they improve on the situation,
Yes.
they were donating, and all of this got you. Does that mean you've been in that circle of mindset before yourself, because if you're not a giver, such thing will not interest you.
Well, I like I told you, I grew up with a father that accommodated so many people.
Yes. So that's the connection.
You understand? So
That's the connection.
Staying with people that he was sending to school, and they became people in life, and you're happy that people that are not even your own blood, brothers and sisters, are able to have a good life too. So why wouldn't I?
That brings joy to you. That
do
brings
something
joy
that-
to you.
to people too.
Interesting.
You understand?
Interesting.
And enjoy where we live, in the environment, if people will come for, ask for support. And let me tell you one thing. Nobody, and I'm not, it's not that, and I'm not, with all humility, I can tell you that I don't know how to say no. If I'm approached for something, I can go in to go and get it for you if I don't have it. That is the spirit, and that is the truth.
So I can see the connection now. But then my next question about your Rotary journey will be around how old were you in Rotary when you became the president? Because I know that before you get to this level, you must have served as a president.
5 years. I chose not, immediately I joined the first year, I was given a director position.
Wow.
And I was talking about something. It depends on what you want to make out of a particular situation. I love to be given an assignment and to give my report. I have to be accountable.
You love accountability.
I must account.
So are you saying that that's part of what made you today? Being accountable?
Yes, accountable. You can't give me a book. By the time you are seeing me, you get my full report detailed to the letters.
Which means anything we see ourselves doing, we should be accountable. First to ourselves anyway,
Yes.
then to others.
To others. I mean,
Great. All right, so you're welcome back. We're still on the road to our next destination, and she's going to the Rotary Center. Like I said, she's the incoming district governor of District 9110 Rotary International. Okay, now it took you 5 years, after joining Rotary to get to the level of the president. So how many years in all did it take you before you got to this level as the incoming DG in all?
from being the president,
From being a Rotarian?
that's 15 years.
15 years. Okay.
15 years.
Okay, so Rotary, time, talent, school administration, a wife, a mother. How are you combining all of that? I once served under a district governor, and he used to say something that if you don't plan your time well and you serve in some capacities, you might actually not be able to regain your balance in some areas after your year of service as a district governor. So how are you managing your time, and how are you planning ahead for this task that is before you?
Let me first of all answer the aspect of how have I been able to combine maybe so
School administration, being a wife, a mother, and a Rotarian, and all of that.
Let me start with the idea of being a mother. Probably, I think I started early. So it was at a time when Rotary issue
Came up.
started. My children there were 3 of them. They were big grown-ups, and they needed little or no supervision, and they were in the university, yes, I guess. So, and they were not at home.
Okay.
So, and I had maybe 1 or 2 people who were assisting at home for the house chores.
Okay.
But the bottom line is that it takes you having an absolutely understanding and supportive husband to get to where I've got to. somebody who had never disturbed my desire, my passion, and would rather be available
to support.
Ask, what can I help you do? What else do you need? One thing that they had made available for me by the years, and I must constantly have a driver. For so long.
So he insisted that you must have a driver.
Yes, because he knew that I multitask. If there is any award for multitasking, I think I should get one. My children, they don't know how to explain it. They told me that none of them can ever have that vigor, and they do not understand how come that I'll do about 10 things at the same time. But guess what? Is the power of planning. I structure things in a way that as I'm doing this, the focus is there. And I write a lot. I document a lot.
Okay.
So when I have my plans, I have them in my paper.
Oh, okay.
And that's when I said, when I told that.
You put your plans on paper.
Yes, my thought, I dream my thoughts. Everything is on paper. So once I wake up with that thought of, yes, this is what should happen. Can I tell you that I write while I sleep? If you get my bedroom, you find a book and a Bible near me. Even while my eyes are closed.
So you have an idea, you have an idea and you just try and...
I scribble. By morning, when I open, I know what I've put down. To tell you how constantly I keep on thinking about the things I had to do. Then when you have rest of mind, and somebody who can also tell you that, oh, ahead of tomorrow, remember you have this place to go tomorrow. What are you doing? Who is going to carry you? Which car are you going to use? All those ones, and my car will always be fueled. Make sure that my car will be fueled. And even if...
So it's such a blessing to you.
Too much of a blessing. Even while I was President and Lagos State combined with Rotary assignment, he held forth in the school.
So are you planning for your Rotary year? Imagine Rotary.
Yes, imagine Rotary. So there can't be any, it is what we have been doing. It is what is part and parcel of doing Rotary. Working with me as a Rotarian is what has been part of our system in our home. Nothing is strange, nothing is new to him. So what he will do is just to even do more. So since this year started, I will tell you that. But one thing is this, that I don't joke with, because no one will cook my food or the food that we're going to eat.
Oh, okay. In the midst of all of this,
no matter how busy that I've been in my life, you cannot even say you want to open my pot of soup to answer you want to.
No, really?
Once I
you
make
prepare,
my food
you
ready,
prepare your food yourself.
There. So even if I wasn't around at home, he would go there, pick what he wants to eat, put it in the microwave, or wait for me to say, okay, I want to wait for you today. Let me do this. Let me do something for you, us to eat this
together.
Or to that, you know. Or at times he will even make provision to say, okay, today we are not even cooking anything. So before you come back, I will have made order for this one that we have.
Wow.
So that is how it's the blessing.
Wow.
The blessing. So I had the time about my children are all married. In fact, the last one got married in 2014. So I don't know that I can't see any one of them who could have been disturbing me as I was being involved in all this at the same time. I started early in terms of planning my family. So at the time when I was so busy, they are all on their own married. So they are even supporting my cause too. So that is the luck that I have. So going forward, yes, the journey to being a governor was not what I was, just like it happened in handcuffs. It was nothing that I ever dreamt of. In fact, due to my activities in Rotary as a club president, that won the best club president award, with so many awards, people will say, I know you are going to be the first female district governor. I pray that I've never said anything. I've never.
And why?
Because I never wanted to be.
Why?
Because I knew it was going to be very tasking. I thought the time I could now rest and relax. That was it. That I've done so much. This handcuffs. So actually, I would say, as we are leaving one,
you get
into another one. I don't want to rest.
It's about
so
leadership.
I I never, I was not ambitious to ever be. But when the calling of God comes,
I'm still going to go to some of the learning points I want our viewers to take away. But before we do that, I want to find out, how do you relax? You listen to music, you play games, what do you do? How do you relax?
number one, I'm a passionate lover of music. Run. Organ music. Organ music. I was born an Anglican. And when you play music with pipe organ, you know, I mean, I go to sleep feeling so happy, you know. So I have some on my phone. So I use that one to relax.
You have some on your phone?
Oh, yeah.
So which means you can play some for us on your phone?
Oh, yes, I'm sure.
Okay. So apart from music, what again? How do you relax apart from music?
Now I have, my children have the, what's it called? Watch on this television.
Comedy or something?
You know, there's this
documentary.
That you sign in. You sign in to watch
Netflix.
movie. Netflix. Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
they have
Netflix. Okay.
Yes, and I have their account.
Okay.
So I can watch movie from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Okay, so she loves series. She loves music. She loves seeing movies. We'll be right back after now. I'll get her to just give us some steps or some, moves, even because we're in the car, so she can't give us the steps, but she can show us some of the moves. We'll be right back after now. All right, so it's time for us to listen to a kind of music. But from our discussions, we should be doing two things. Organ music, you don't dance to that, you just listen. She's told us about how she dream her thoughts and wake up, thinking and all of that. So it's not surprising that she's an organ music kind of person, but she's still going to show us some moves. So let's listen to your kind of music.
All right. As a youth, I was a chorister in my parish.
Okay.
I sang solo. I've sung with a part of a quartet.
Okay.
I've sung as part of an orchestra.
Interesting.
So I love organ music, where the pipe organ will beat.
So can you sing this one?
Yes. Okay.
This is meditative actually. So if you tell me you sleep your thoughts, you do all of that, now I think I can link all of this together. But I still want you to show us some of those moves. So you have another music you play for us. Do you have any of your music in the car?
Yes, I do.
Please, can you just play something? I want the viewers to see her also have fun. It's not just about talking business, talking, position. She's also got time to rest and relax according to her. So please play something. Oh, you play snooker, you play table tennis?
Yes.
Wow. Snooker, table tennis, okay. So Omotunde Lawson is actually not as old as she seems, You see her moving. Viewers, I hope you're enjoying this episode of The Mind of Business with DB Adebayo. We'll be right back after now. All right, viewers, we're back here. You can see she's trying to touch up her face. We just got to our Rotary office, and that will be the office she will occupy for the next Rotary year. And here we will have another part of our conversation. So just still stay back, relax, and enjoy this program, The Mind of Business with DB Adebayo.
Welcome back from the IT screen.
Wow, yeah.
So DB
Wow.
is my office.
Wow. Wow.
So
Wow.
my second office.
For the next 1 year,
For the next 1
according to what you told me,
About
right?
15.
Wow.
Actually about 15 months.
15 months.
Because I'm gonna start office 1st of July officially.
Yeah.
But I'm here preparing ahead of the year.
So this office is not for the DG, it is for
Incoming district governor.
it is for the incoming district governor. So as the incoming district governor, you have an office.
Yes.
And that office starts operating from when?
1st of July 2022.
No, the office of the DG starts operating 1st of July 2022.
Yeah.
The office of the incoming DG or DG elect.
1st of July 2021.
Wow. So you already did like 1 year.
Almost a year. About 9 months.
You actually have a handful of awards here. Are all these Rotary awards? Professional Rotary,
Other organizations.
Lagos State, government. Okay, okay. Viewers, we are in for another session actually. And it promises to be interesting. Just stay tuned. Yeah, still on the show, The Mind of Business with DB Adebayo. And my guest today is no other person than Omotunde Lawson. We've been talking. She's been taking us into her own life, how she's been living her life, you know, as a teacher, as a Rotarian, as a mother. She told us she started early in life, having children, and now she's free. And because of that, she can do a whole lot of stuff. Maybe that should be a lesson for aspiring career professionals that are ladies anyway. Okay, so back to this room. We got in here and I saw all of this. A whole lot of them are tied to Rotary, but I want to talk about this. I don't know if you don't mind if I remove this. I wanted to say something about this. This talks about your service to Lagos State government. One of the ones you love the most, right? Because you said, wow. So what led to that? Okay, when you say long service award, what comes to mind is once you serve for a particular number of years, you get that award.
Yes.
Okay, it's an automatic thing once you...
Well, usually once you serve for 30 years and above,
you get that award.
not everybody will get that award. No, but you are supposed to get it. But then at times, the kind of, they look at
Your contributions and everything.
And they look at how many they could accommodate at a particular point in time. So not everybody will be able to come in at a particular point in time. But then I was lucky to be part of those that actually was
That's
given
good.
this.
That's good. That's good. It's kind of a legacy. What we leave behind. Yeah. That's great. That's great. Okay, so this office speaks volume about the fact that this is Rotary environment. So what particular change are you looking at making during your year as the district governor of District 9110, Rotary International?
One, when you get to this level, and remember that you have foreigners. I've heard about 41 foreigners that have done different things at different times.
Okay.
And when you consider the fact that Rotary itself evolves, and the evolution leads to need for a district government to act on the thing so that you can readjust and realign your design that you want to use to step up the district again.
Okay.
That's why every year you see new things happen. And you also look at what you want to do to further energize the district. You know, the district derives a theme from the theme of Rotary International. And Rotary International, a government represent them. And there are some expectations what you need to deliver. And you have to deliver them well. And I have taken time to study quite a lot of things happening and what happened in the past. Number one that I want to start is to listen to people.
You want to listen to people. So what is the membership strength of this district?
About 4,380. Kind of almost go to 4,500.
Well, the little I know about Rotary, I know it's a structured organization, so I wouldn't want to ask you how do you intend to listen to 4,000 plus people. I know they have leaders, leaders at the club level and at various levels. Okay, but then apart from listening to them, picking point from them, should the Rotary, the district you are to lead, should they be expecting anything specific in terms of difference?
Yes. I think that's what they say, oh, the first woman. Was the first woman bringing to
And that is why they call you Kosheleri.
What she bringing to table. One thing that I think I have successfully brought on board now, that I not started, is the fact that Rotary International has a policy statement which is called diversity, equity, and inclusion. I have already adopted that, and to run a very inclusive administration, I have spread my team members across different strata, age, gender, ethnic group, profession, and I want to maintain that in every area of this administration, you will definitely see that it is not about a group of people doing certain things. That statement is being reinforced every day, every night now. And a Rotaract is going to be a committee chair for the first time.
A Rotaract Rotaract is a level below Rotary.
Yes,
so now you're saying a Rotaract will be a committee chair, and that sounds big from the way you talk about it. What makes it big?
Because before, Rotaractors are seen as Rotaractors, being that those who only rely on Rotary.
So like junior cadre of Rotary.
Yes, they are junior cadre of Rotary before, but now RI has elevated them via 2019 manner of 2019 Council resolution.
Okay, Council resolution. Okay.
Rotaract to be a type of membership, and they are even capable of even being both Rotarian and being Rotaract. And the strength in partnership is being reinforced every day
between Rotary and Rotaractors. Okay, viewers, sorry for cutting in. You can't hear everything about Rotary today. What we are just trying to point out here is this: you can actually be a successful career person and still be successful in other areas. The Rotary she's talking about is actually not something that pays her in any way like monetary reward. She just gets satisfaction. Like she told us the other time that what got her interested had to do with the fact that Rotary gives back to the society. So you can be a professional, a successful business person, a successful career professional, and still be useful to your society. That is the lesson I am picking. I don't know what you're picking. We'll be right back after this time out. Stay tuned. You're welcome back. It's still the Mind of Business with DB Adebayo. And like I said, we have with us today Omotunde Lawson or Layinka. I'm calling that name for the first time.
It sounds so good when I say.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, she's been taking us through our plans for our Rotary year. And she's talked about, listening to people where you have over 4,000 people to lead, and you're planning to listen to them, to pick points from them. Then you're really, really planning to embark on a big journey. But then let us take it back to her. Let us hear from her going forward. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Like I've been visiting clubs, and I fellowship with a lot of clubs, and when I get there, if I remember that I want to ask you something, this is what is happening, so is there any way you can change this or change that? There's nothing you can change. Some things are bound by policy statement that you cannot change. But the thing that you can change and you think it is possible to do, I intend to look into such cases and see how I can address. There won't be so many, but then there are things that one can still change. Now, for membership, which is the most important thing in Rotary, of course, I must still work in line with RI goals
Okay.
to grow membership. But my focus will be on growing more female membership.
Okay. Okay. Because this is the first female district governor, so now focusing on growing female membership, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not jealous. I'm just.
By the time I tell you the reason why, I found out that at leadership levels, the females are very few. Because they didn't come out early enough. So, and you know now that everywhere, United Nations, everybody, Millennium Goals, is the focus is to empower more women.
You're right.
So why will I be a woman and I will not empower more? So this time I have more female in my team.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
more than ever before.
Wow.
So that then I want to have an all-female club.
You want to have all female club?
One at least one or two
Wow.
all-female clubs.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
the focus. My Rotary International President I'm going to serve with also emphasized that.
She's the first female president too of the Rotary International.
Yes. So our focus too is on female membership.
Okay, sorry. The way you talk about all of this, like you're just gaining strength, gaining current from so. What's driving you? Okay, for me, when we started this old talk, the desire to succeed, the desire to be able to depend on yourself, forced you into like beside your teaching job, being a principal, having to learn to bake, having to learn to sew. You did that for a couple of years, then you moved on. But this is like service without reward, except if there is one reward that I don't know. What you told me got you into this revolves around the fact that you are happy with the fact that they give back to the society. Is this the only driving force, or is there something that is behind the scene that we are not seeing? You're talking about this with passion, and I feel something is driving you. What is it that is driving you?
The reward.
What is the reward?
It's not financial. It is not at all. You know, happiness and joy derived in serving and seeing the result of your service.
Happiness and the joy derived from serving and seeing the result of your service. Viewers, I hope you're getting all of this. I'm picking my own points. I'm not just to have this interview and let you guys pick the point alone. I should pick my point. Happiness derived from serving others, especially when you see the result. That's wonderful. Any other point you want to add to that?
Now, the idea that you are able to, now I've said about giving back to the society. Now, when you think of, look at what you have said here, all these apples, this volume. You have done, if you have done something impactful somewhere,
You won't get such.
One day and they give you an award. You that have done something that people are appreciating. And that motivates me when I'm called to come and speak somewhere, to come and run club assembly for clubs. I'm not the only one. I can say that as a woman, without counting, maybe the most called or invited female Rotarian in this district as we speak.
So far.
I'm not the only one. But when you call me and I think I've added value to what I've gone there through, why won't I do more? And my life has changed. Without being immodest, I know that God had done great things for me. If I spend $1 million, I know that $1 million has been doubled. That's the joy of service.
The joy of service.
God has been
You mentioned training the other time, where you were talking about your plans for the year. Training, what's?
In Rotary is a school. And before I can be a governor, I've attended so many trainings. You read or you develop yourself. You cannot give what
You don't have.
You cannot run a committee if you don't have the capacity. And when the capacity is the leadership quality is part of the capacity. Or you can build your leadership yourself. You can do how? By learning. So we're going to intensify on training and retrain of our Rotarians as far as they have to lead in their respective clubs in the communities where they find themselves. Look, in Rotary we all contribute to the Rotary Foundation, which is the endowment arm of Rotary Foundation. At the end of the day, clubs come over and what they call district grants, a form of grant to assist clubs to do some projects.
I see.
Bigger grants that are called global grants.
Okay.
And make it to do more impactful. The club can do more impactful projects. Usually, most of our clubs they shy away from doing global grants. Why? Because the process is cumbersome. Many of them don't have knowledge about it.
So do you have plans to simplify all of this?
One, or we're going to divide the clubs into clusters.
Okay.
We don't want clubs to do a lone ranger approach to doing that things. Some clubs are not as strong as some clubs. I'm Rotarian. I know your club is strong. You know, we have weaker clubs. But my own design now, apart from having clubs divided into zones, within a zone there's going to be clusters. And a cluster is for collaboration, for connection, and for doing bigger and bolder projects. If my club is to do a project of $1,000 and we have
2, 3 clubs
to do a bill of $5,000, what will it look like? Bigger, bolder.
She said something, you know, I've been cottoning, and I cotton because I usually don't want to forget. She said you cannot give what you don't have. So she's attended courses and she's focusing on training and retraining of Rotarians, you know, within the district to ensure that we get the desired results this next Rotary year. She said something, you are a Rotarian. Yes, you just said that. I'm a Rotarian as well. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It is still the Mind of Business with Debbie Adebayo, and we are still with Ayaba Omotunde Lawson. You know, she's tried taking away the Ayaba thing, but it's refusing to go. Okay, so now I want to talk to her about retirement. When you hear that word, she looks both old and young. And if you hear that someone received an award of 34 years of active service to Lagos State government and she's still not tired, then I want to find out, when you hear that word retirement, what comes to mind?
Before I answer that question, let me retire briefly.
Okay.
To regain my energy. Maybe I've taken so much time and I'm not eating anything today.
But we spend the whole time together, so.
Okay, well, so I'm going to eat something.
It's all right.
I'm going to eat together.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's part of the show.
Please get us something to eat.
It's okay. All right, but we can continue talking as we, wait for all of that. Retirement. What comes to mind?
What comes to mind is that we have retired from a particular structured profession, a structured place where you were working before. That's the retirement that will first come to mind. But you can retire from quite a lot. Like from a lot of different things. We were active in sports and you want to retire from.
So how does that word affect you? When we say Omotunde Lawson, retirement, what do you say about that?
For me, it's only retirement from civil service. And employment into another or professional service.
Entrepreneurship, business, and all of that.
Yes,
Does that mean you don't have plans to retire out of that?
Wow.
That's the new phase you found yourself now?
Well, let me retire from civil service.
Yeah.
Because civil service. I have my own school that I run. You understand? At the time, truly, I must think of retirement. That's another phase of retirement now. Not where I was employed, but where I now have my own business. Of course, I have to retire at the time.
Okay, so what are those things you think you have to put in place, planning for a retirement? What is the picture, what's the picture looking like to you?
I want to retire to spend a little that I earn comfortably. I don't even, once I'm done with that school, probably we're going to sell the thing off. Oh yes, nobody is going to come and take it over. They're ready to come here to come and get my children out here. And then, You know, people like you now, I know you have to go your father's business. You have to do it in your own way, you know. And so I can't see anyone who will say he or she be interested in me. But if there's anyone, so be it. But then I don't think I want to do it beyond 70 years. I'm only 65 now, you know. So definitely in another 5 years when I'm 70, I'm sure by the grace of God I'll still be energetic. I'll still be
strong enough to move around.
But I want to have a time when I can
rest, relax.
I love tourism. I love going on boat cruises, so I can decide to be doing.
You love going on boat cruise?
Oh, yes. I love
Wow.
So I want to have a life where I can relax, eat what I want to eat. I mean, minimally, and then, like I told you, visit family and friends, do with my children and the grandmother. I have grandchildren who for about 2 or 3 years I don't see me.
Wow, wow.
I desire to see. That is that. And for Rotary, you know, in Rotary, the work for you does not end. Once you become a district governor,
that's the beginning of another phase.
Another phase. You become a resource owner, become a soul. And you may not be able to do it at that level. I may not be able to put in all the energy at that time. But definitely, I will still be of service. Because when you're not actively involved, you should have something to offer people. You should have ideas that you can share with people who are coming behind. It's only when you are doing the hands-on things that you are being involved in something.
Okay, like you said, let's retire into this first. Thank you for this meal. I see this as nourishing, and as I take it, I see it nourishing my body. Thank you. So I'll have this and I'll have strength to go on with the rest of the day. So viewers, as you can see, we're about doing justice to this. Sit back, relax. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and this is getting us towards the end of the show. But before we go, we want Omotunde Lawson to talk to us on what we should take away from her. If anyone should ask, oh, you saw that program today, Mind of Business with DB Adebayo, what did you learn? So, oh, the guest said this. So what would you want to leave as a pattern gift for the viewers today?
One, I want to tell our viewers that we should learn something in life. Slowly, you will erase. I started my life slowly. I started my business slowly. The school business from a 2-bedroom flat. And I've gone that big. The business was done with all sense of commitment and discipline to my clients.
Sense of commitment, discipline.
Yes. I wasn't in a rush to make money. I wanted to make money that I would enjoy. So I work diligently to earn what I spend now. And I know many used to work there. They're looking for the fastest way to get to the top. That top does not last if you didn't work for it.
You can only stay there for long if you work for it.
Yes, and be happy with your life. I'm happy that no one can say that I made her.
God made.
God made.
That's good.
It's one money there that was made available to her. I started off with little or nothing. I worked so hard with my husband. And I tell people, like I told my children, if you work with your wife or your husband together with all honesty or purpose, you will do well.
I see.
But if you want to do it alone, or you want to prove that you are superior than the other, or they know how to do it more than the other, you are the loser. So, couples should learn to work together. This has been a source of strength for both of us. Where we are today is because of the collaboration between the two of us. Then I will continue to mention integrity. I knew that when I was given this service, I was given an award. It was called Integrity-Based Award.
Wow.
That is, it was not just an award for giving award sake. Integrity-based. That is one of the things that recorded in my profile that I love to wear. So the new generation, you own the world today. Let's deceive ourselves, you own the world. No matter how long we have been, things have evolved. You have more things to give us. You have more things to teach us. Gone are the days of only the old ones will teach the young ones what to do. No. Everybody has what to give one another. So we should also learn how to listen to this generation. And this generation should not be too fast. Let them work hard. Work hard and make the money and spend the money well. So the money stays with you. Viewers, that is my story.
Wow.
That is my song.
Wow. Thank you very much, Ayaba Omotunde Lawson or Lainka. It's been a wonderful journey. It's been a fully packed experience today. It's been a full day with Omotunde Lawson.
Did Adebayo? This is my story. This is my song.
What a song, what a good song, what a good story. One day I hope to sit back and also have a good story. Viewers, I want to believe you enjoyed this edition of the show. It is still the Mind of Business with DB Adebayo. And before we leave, I have this is my signature board for all my guests that I will want Omotunde Lawson to just sign on for me. But please take a few minutes to read through. Signing that makes you an alumnus of the Mind of Business platform. Very soon we'll be having programs where we bring people together to inspire ourselves, and you'll be one of those that will be calling upon. So please do help append your signature on that.
This is amazing. Great honor. Thank you so much. I'm delighted to put my signature on this.
Yeah, that is
and
it.
I look forward to working with you.
Thank you. So I think, yeah, we have this here.
So, anyway.
Yeah, anywhere. Just choose anywhere you want to sign.
Okay, thank you.
And the date, please. 17th, yeah. Or 2. 2. Yeah. That is it. All right. So, viewers, till we come your way again next time, this is the Mind of Business with DB Adebayo. Stay blessed.